charge. Therefore you have been warned. Be careful, remain in your seats, and above all, do not smoke any more. Up in the cockpit, after circling the airport a number of times, Michel Bakos was finally given permission to land by Benghazi Airport's control tower. Land it gently, he was warned by the gun-wielding chief terrorist. We don't want the explosives to ignite. 12:58 hours GMT, Benghazi, Libya. The screech of wheels on tarmac caused many of the passengers to flinch as Bakos landed the plane as softly as he could on the single, rudimentary airstrip at Benina International Airport near Benghazi, the second largest city in Libya and capital of the eastern province of Cyrenaica. It was just before 3 p.m. local time. For the many Israelis and Jews on board, this was a worrying time. Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, dictator of Libya since his successful military coup in 1969, was an ardent Arab nationalist and an inveterate enemy of Israel. We knew, my neighbors and I, recalled Julie Auzerat, that our visit to an Arab country dedicated to destroy Israel was not good news. This was certainly not a safe haven for us. But was Libya the terrorists' final destination, they wondered, or simply a stop along the way? After taxiing for 15 minutes, the plane came to a halt in a secluded section of the airport, and the engines were shut down. The blinds were closed, but a few passengers risked the terrorists' anger to sneak a look outside. Moshi Peretz could see arid landscape, 4 bored soldiers sitting on the runway, and fire brigade trucks nearby. The majority of passengers sat patiently, unable even to see beyond the drawn curtain between first and economy class. For Claude Mouflet, time seemed to crawl as passengers read or spoke in a low voice. They were waiting, the 2 Palestinian hijackers announced, for the arrival of the representative of the Libyan government. Some passengers lit cigarettes, in spite of many protests, but were ordered to put them out by the hijackers. Eventually, a steward opened the front left exit door, and Olivier Cogeot could see a cordon of soldiers on the tarmac and the chief terrorist being greeted by a welcoming committee of civilian handshakes and hugs. He assumed they were comrades from the PFLP. Then a Libyan official climbed the stairs and came on board, greeting the passengers not without humor in guttural English. He welcomed them to the Arab Republic of Libya, but regretted the circumstances of their arrival. He then asked for and was given the bags with the identity documents, and took them back down the stairs to where another official was waiting behind a table with a rubber stamp. Olivier could hardly believe his eyes. They were issuing visas to each passport, as if the hijacking had never happened. What the hell, he wondered, is going on? 13:30 hours GMT, Lod, Israel. Major Muki Betzer was still at Ben Gurion International Airport with the unit's specialist anti-hijacking team when word reached him from the pit that the terrorists had radioed ahead to Benghazi with 2 demands: that they be given enough fuel for 4 hours onward flight, and that the local representative of Wadi Haddad's branch of the PFLP be summoned to the airport to meet them. The news that the terrorists wanted more fuel was a clear indication that Benghazi was not their final destination, and that, as Betzer put it, they might still want to try landing in Israel. His men, as a result, would remain at Ben Gurion until the picture was clearer. But any possible operation would not be for some time, and in the interval, he put a radio call through to the unit's commanding officer, Yoni Netanyahu, on an exercise at Hashiba in the Sinai Peninsula. A few months younger than Betzer, Netanyahu came from a very different political and social milieu, that of right-wing urban intellectuals. The grandson of a prominent Lithuanian Zionist who had emigrated to Palestine in the 1920s, Netanyahu was born on March 13, 1946, in New York City.